on here in a few days, but as you can tell from the title, I am suffering from kidney stones. So, in case you don't know, the pain is pretty horrific. I actually called out of work today from my job for the first time ever. Since I've been in recovery, I've been somewhat employable. So, make a long story short, with some further research, I've realized that I was eating many high oxalate foods, thinking it's healthy, so raw spinach is great. Wrong. Raw spinach is terrible. Nuts were terrible, high in oxalates. And of course, as many of you know, I was binging on peanut butter. That has since stopped. So, I'm still doing all the important things, which is going to meetings, reaching out to others, even if it's just my family, my sponsor, and, shaking the person's hand at the meeting. That's what matters. My pattern before has been getting all fired up about this very channel when I had like 30 subscribers, but it pertained to my recovery. So I came out of the gate just raw fire energy, just that sun energy, and didn't really take the time to focus on my step work or shut up and listen at meetings or do things that require much patience, right? My MO has always been, I'm really good at like breaking things, fixing things, or running away from things. My next and final frontier is learning to just sit with things. So, speaking of, how we're doing 10:42 tonight, I'm excited. I'm romanticizing the idea of meditation tonight, and I'm just going to tough it out tomorrow with the kidney stone. Hopefully, try to get it to pass. I'm going to do some standing movement and deal with that as it comes. But I've drank like 3 gallons of water today. There's nothing more I can do. So I'm just excited that I don't have to use over it, right? This too shall pass. Ow. So I even did a slow, hot yoga practice today because I figured rather than laying on my back, in order to get something to move through my urethra and out of my body, I need to get moving. So I'm excited to go back to work tomorrow. I'm excited I didn't have to use over this. I'm excited to have all the gifts of recovery, but also focus more on self-care. Over 2 weeks, no nicotine. I'm crushing it with my intermittent fasting because having this pain, okay, and I don't want to go off on too much of a tangent, but the more research I've done on this beautiful laptop pertaining to the kidney stones and what has to do with them, a lot of it points to obesity as being one of the main things. So, not to mention nuts being harmful and spinach and other foods I was eating being harmful and high in oxalates, but just the discipline, man. It just comes back to discipline, drinking lots of water, clean water, and losing the weight, which I'm almost basically there. I'm not doing too terrible. So, yeah, that's what I've been focused on. And the TikTok thing, I posted that because it takes, I guess, less time than making a YouTube video every day. Or really, I guess there's more of a reach there. So if you subscribed from over there, please comment down below so I know where these new subs are coming from. Because I haven't done any work on this channel in a few days, but there's a few newcomers. So, welcome. If no one's told you today, I love you, but I'm not in love with you. I'm trying to foster that self-love in myself. And it's no longer about comparing meat suits to, how many tattoos does this person have? How much weight have they gained or lost? above all of that is the reason I love yoga is the saying namaste. The light in me witnesses and appreciates that beautiful light in you, because we're all the same spark of God consciousness. We're just gods in amnesia, right? Walking around and trying to be better people. At least I hope if you're on this channel you are, because that's what I am. So thanks for stopping in. It kind of hurts to move and talk right now, so I'm gonna self-massage a bit and maybe get on a Zoom, but definitely gonna do some meditating, putting my phone on airplane mode so that I can work tomorrow. I broke my intermittent fast today at like 4:30, right after the yoga, the hot yoga. So yeah, and then I stopped eating at like 9:30. So is this gonna last forever? I don't know. The only thing I'm gonna do perfectly is not drink or drug, and that's what matters. And I've been doing that for 102 days, and I've been doing it for like 16 days with nicotine. Getting up in the morning, get on my knees. At night, even if my kidney is got me doubled over with crippling pain, I get on my knees and I pray. So that's what works for me. That's been my experience. Oh, and side note, because this channel's about all addictions, I picked up this old crusty phone that I play affirmations on last night, and Pornhub popped on. Like, I didn't see it, but I saw the words and it loading at the top, because it had been literally 2 years since this phone was in operation. And I was like, isn't that something, how sneaky my disease is? And I didn't look at it, but I kind of just like smirked and laughed to myself, and then had some crazy dream time last night pertaining to like porn type stuff in my dreams. Won't get into that. It's personal, but it wasn't like raunchy or anything. It's just how easily that neural pathway could be affected, and then it carries over into the residual day dream clutter, that is manifest in night. So thanks for stopping in.